Hello everybody, happy Monday. This is our reading lesson for the week. We're going to start with going over our new vocabulary words for the week. So let's get right to it. Okay, so I broke my little holder that I usually use, so it might be a little bit shaky at times, but I'm going to try my best. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, so here's our vocabulary words for today. Okay, we have surface, wraps, attached, and crack. So internet right now is not working out. So I know that I can use my text feature, the glossary, to look up the meaning of words that I don't know. So I'm going to start with surface. That's our first vocabulary word, surface. And I know that the glossary tells me what words mean, and it's always in ABC order. So I'm going to look. Surface starts with a S, surface starts with an S. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my glossary. I know my glossary is at the end of the book, and I'm going to hold my page where I am so I don't have to find it again. And I'm going to go ahead and check out the glossary and find surface. So here we go. I'm going all the way to the end. Let me see if I can put this down. To the end. Okay, to my glossary. So here's the glossary, which tells us our definitions of our words. I'm at A. So surface starts with a S sound. So I need to go all the way to the S's. Here's the S. So let's look for surface. Surface. S-U-R. So U is after H. So I need to keep on going because my glossary is always in ABC order. Surface. And there it is. Can you see it? Okay, here's surface. I know that you can't see it all that well, but the definition is the surface of something is the top or outside of it. So in a sentence, the beautiful fish swam up to the surface of the pond to be fed. So the fish swim up to the top of the pond. The surface is the very top. Okay, so surface. Okay, let's flip back. Since I held my page, it's really easy to go back to my next word for our story. Our next word is wraps. Wrap. So I say, you say wraps. Now, wraps starts with a W. So that's towards the end of the alphabet. So I need to go. There's my W. Okay, and I'm going to look for wraps. Wraps has a W and then an R. So here it is, right here. It's the last word for the W's. Okay, wraps. It says, if something wraps around another thing, it winds or goes around that thing. Okay, so in a sentence, he wraps a blanket around himself to keep him warm. So wraps means it goes around you, something that goes around you. So a blanket would go around you to keep you warm. It wraps you up. Okay, and I'm flipping back to my vocabulary words. My next word is attached. I say, you say attached. Okay, attached starts with an A, and then it has two T's. So I'm going to go back to my glossary at the end of my book and look for the A's. Okay, so here's my S's. I need to go back this way. Oop, I went too far. There's my A's. Attached, right here. So when things are attached, they are joined together. So in a sentence, these papers are attached with a staple. That means they are joined together with a staple. Attached. Okay, back to my vocabulary words. My last word is crack. I say, you say crack. Okay, crack starts with a C and then it has an R. So back to my glossary. At the end of the book, I'm looking for, okay, here's my A's, B's, and then I have my C's over here. So crack has a C and then an R. Okay, I have C right here, crack. Okay, so Crack means to break or split. In a sentence, you have to crack the coconut open to eat it. Crack. To break open or to split is to crack something. Okay, so this is our story for the week. It's really happy to see. It's called, the title is Sea Otter Pups. So before we start reading, before good readers start reading, they always stop and they think first. They think about the genre. This is a non-fiction genre. It's an informational text. So I know that it's going to give facts about a topic and it's going to give details about the topic. So the topic here is sea otters. All of the facts and the details are going to be about sea otters. I'm going to learn about sea otters today. I also know that in nonfiction text, there's text features. Just like the glossary is a text feature, there's other kinds of text features. So as we read, we're going to be looking at the text features to get more information, because the author puts text features in there as another way for readers to get information other than just the words. Okay, so last week we focused on how good readers ask questions before they start reading about what they're wondering. What questions do you think you'll get answered by reading the text? And before you read and you ask your questions. So I want you right now to push pause and look at knowing the cover and the title, Sea Otter Pups. Push pause and write down 3 questions that you have and that you're wondering before we start reading. Once you have written those 3 questions down, I want you to push play again, and then we're going to read the text together and see if those questions are answered, because we know that sometimes our questions don't get answered in this text, and you have to look at another text to get them answered, but sometimes they are. So go ahead and pause now and write down your 3 questions.